How is the vibe break happen now? Just thinking about how we vibe with money and how we're taught to, look at it as something bad, not realizing again it's an energetic exchange. And the aspect of that Christian mind frame or religious mind frame still be like low key following us, you know, in the sense of different things we do in our spiritual growth. And I realize everything is about balance. We never want to go into extremes, but most of us, we may tend to go to extremes, and then when we go to extremes, we tend to go to the extremes that lean towards religious literature. So it's like, like everybody run away from the physical, and I get it though, you know what I'm saying? Because again, we are, you know, a soul or source energy, on a human experience and not humans experiencing spirit, you know. And that aspect of, like, most of us tend to go to that extreme of like, all right, well, I'm gonna extremely meditate, and realizing that could still have you reincarnating back here if you feel unfulfilled when you transition because you're judging yourself. And if this in this lifetime, if you let all that, because again, low key, what could be underneath that extreme of meditating, extreme of like making sure I don't fuck with money at all, that's being like extreme. Because again, a balanced understanding is that money is just a representation of energy. When I go to get my good vegan food and my meditation tools, you know, until we start bartering, I can't walk in that store, and I say can't, but it's like very difficult to walk in a store like the store I get my crystals from, or my tuning forks, you know what I'm saying? Walk up in there and be like, hey, I've been putting in spiritual work, I meditate a lot, I've been giving unconditional love and Christ consciousness to all. Can I get these tuning forks that's $160? You know, or, hey people, can I get, you know, this place to stay to, or this tent to even stay outside, you know what I'm saying? And again, yes, you can make all these things happen without money, as well, in the sense of, just, trusting and allow for it to manifest. Because again, this ain't no extreme in this conversation of what I'm speaking of. To each his own on your path. Some people came down here to meditate all day and never set eyes upon another physical being. They got monks in Tibet that we ain't gonna never see in the physical, and they ain't, and that's a part of their journey. That's how they playing it, you know. But just make sure you playing it how you chose to play it, and not due to some literature spooking you, like, this is the end of the world and God coming back, so you better be eating vegetables and meditating every second. And if you're not, you're going to hell, you know what I'm saying? Like, you want to make sure you're not doing things out of fear, because again, that's low-key fear. If I really would like to do something else, but I'm doing something that I really don't love or like, due to being scared that if I don't do it, you know, something bad, I'm gonna be cursed or go to hell. Because again, the Bible and some of this literature does have, truth to it, in the sense of, like right now is the time for us to align with spirit. It is time for us to not get lost in the physical. And at the same time, we are on a physical experience. And just because you're in this physical experience, and interacting, doesn't mean you're going to get stuck in it. The bodhisattva aspect, Kuan Yin, like coming back into this reality, to help others realize it's an illusion. But that doesn't mean I have to just sit and meditate all day too. Help people to realize that, because again, it's about being relatable, on a bodhisattva level, you know what I'm saying? Being able to commune and talk with people, you know what I'm saying? Like when you think about Christ, the stories of Jesus, he was like connecting with people, and again, that don't mean we have to forcefully try to talk with people just to say, hey, I'm being social and I'm helping out. And again, like everything is goes back to just trusting your own inner guidance and your own inner intuition. and looking at your actions, or whatever it is that you're doing, and asking yourself, is this beneficial for the balance and wholeness of my being? Is this beneficial for me to realize that I am, you know source on the human experience? Is this beneficial for my experience? Like, because again, in some way, form, or fashion, is this, bringing enlightenment to me? Am I, you know, gaining more insight, you know, in my experience from doing whatever this is that I'm doing? You know, but again, money is exchange of energy. Because we could meditate, like, again, like the joke, if you're sitting down in a closet meditating or asking God for a hot dog, and you just stand in that closet visualizing that hot dog, and that hot dog don't appear, you know, eventually you gotta just get up and go get your hot dog. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's the balance. The meditative, non-active aspect is more so like that divine feminine aspect. The magnetism aspect, because you're picturing it and you're drawing that energy to you. And then again, the balance, because it's masculine and feminine balance. Then you take the masculine aspect of action, you know what I'm saying, and putting forth action to align you up with the magnetism. You're taking that electric action to line you up with the magnetism of your, what you was visualizing. Electromagnetic beings, and creating. Same thing with learning. I realize, with a lot of aspects. Now, of course, we could get a lot of insight just off of intuition without reading. And at the same time, reading or listening to lectures, but dealing with the physical aspect outside of just like, your own inner downloads, dealing with the physical aspect of information is the, again, that masculine aspect, like you got the intuitive insight, the divine feminine just innately there. And then also you have the masculine aspect where you also come across literature that brings a marriage to that insight, because you got the intuition, but hence why a lot of times we don't trust. I look at my videos I've done, and I was just bold enough to just trust my intuition without getting, physical books, and just happen to be, seeing like, oh, all right, I was right. But still in those moments, I lacked that, like, it was confidence at expressing it, but I lacked that, that full out confidence just throughout, because I didn't touch the book knowledge, or the physical aspect of the information externally to bring the marriage of the strong, the strong marriage of that information, or unification, however you want to say it. But again, it's a balance with everything. And to each his own on how you living out this lifetime, because you're your own judge. If if you came down here to like distance yourself from everybody, and in this lifetime I said, I distance myself from, like, you came down to distance yourself from everybody. I came down to connect and be more social, because I was too distant in the last lifetime. You know, neither one of us is wrong or right in the way we doing it. Like, again, like, that's what's right for you to stay away from everybody. What's right for me is to connect with people, you know what I'm saying? And again, there's no extremes on either level, because even with connecting with people, I'm still going to have time to myself. Again, still taking care of your energy and the people you're interacting with, making sure you're not being drained, But again, it's different strokes for different folks, and then a objective truth of just us doing whatever, helps to align us with our soul and our spirit, and understanding our inner being to the utmost, and to the highest degree, and whatever modality and however you go about that may be uniquely different, to some extent. But it's not about no extreme. We all done been there, you know what I'm saying? On those extremes, But again, I just feel like we could get to the extreme of, like, that holy extreme, like extremely, abstaining from things to the point where it's really being fearful. Like you almost like not living your life. Because again, we get that this is illusion. Again, you don't have to not do anything to understand that this is illusion that's being extreme. You know, like, all right, I'm not going to enjoy drawing. I'm not going to make music. I'm not going to, I'm just going to sit down by this tree every day, all day, and not participate at all in this matrix when a tree and the nature is a part of the illusion too. Like, crystals, trees, animals, all the natural aspects of this matrix is still a part of the illusion. You're not running from the illusion by being, by yourself. And think about how much that is an illusion, to think that me being by myself is gonna pull me out of the illusion. I mean, you in the illusion regardless, you know. So it's like, just having that understanding. Just do you. Do what brings you bliss and joy. What brings you that inner light, enlightenment, where you feel like you're leveling up and learning more from whatever experience it is. Then whatever that is for you, you align with that. Because again, this is not a video. With any video or anything I say, I mean, again, it's always whatever you feel you should be doing. Like, of course, some of this information may resonate. And again, even thinking about resonating, that's my new thing. Always bringing that up. Something resonating with you might not always be best for you, as well. You know what I'm saying? Because you may be resonating with a certain aspect of a message that's not really beneficial to you. Because if I'm trying to run away from reality, or not reality, I'm trying to run away from, or what I think is running away from this illusion. Because again, you in it regardless, even if you feel like by meditating or being by yourself all day, you're running away from it. You're still in it. But what was I gonna say? I lost it, but yeah, man. Again, it's up to you on what's best for you. I think that's what I was talking about, like the different scenarios. But